What is good?
What is good?
What is good, everybody? Welcome to the Don't Wrestle Your Neighbor podcast. I'm your host, Trey Hardiman.
Podcast morning show extraordinaire.
With a special guest, the man, the myth, the legend.
Who is this guy?
Kevin Evan Shaw. So we're happy to have him on the show today.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, you should be, because this is the episode number 1 of the Morning Show podcast.
Episode 1, season 1.
Episode 1, season 1. How many seasons do you think we're going to have?
As many as they'll give us. As many as the network allows.
Right, yeah, because we got lots of ads going in here
Lots
right now.
of ads.
Yep.
Lots of things going on.
So Mondays are going to be Topical Monday for us, which means that we're going to be looking at some
Or as I like to
things.
call it, Tropical Monday.
Tropical Monday. I kind of like the sound of that even better. It's like topical but tropical.
You know.
It works. So today we're going to be looking at the two of the most trending videos on YouTube. One of them being the brand new Batman trailer. First thoughts for you on the new Batman trailer. What do you got?
It looks scary.
Scary.
It looks dark.
Okay. You like that though, right?
I do. Okay. I like a dark Bat Boy. I do. I like a dark Batman.
Boy. Okay. I'm down for that.
I'm all for, after seeing the trailer, I'm all for Robert Pattinson as Batman. I think he's going to be great.
I was very skeptical.
Also, you know what kind of took me off guard that I really liked?
What you got?
You don't ever see Batman dirty. And in the trailer he was like covered in mud,
right?
He was all dirty, and I was like, that looks like a guy that's been fighting crime.
Exactly.
I was like, that looks exactly like a dude that's been fighting crime.
Clean. He looks like a dirty
he's
Batman.
all messed up, like kind of like in the in one of the older, the kids probably won't know this, but in one of the older Spider-Man movies, at the end of the Spider-Man movie, his mask was like all torn up.
Yeah.
And like he was in rough shape. And he
just went through the ringer.
The dude's been fighting an octopus guy with like metal arms. Yeah. He's bruised up. Yeah.
What do you expect? Okay. Yeah. I'm interested to see this movie. I was a little bit skeptical at first, but the trailer,
like everyone was,
it looks pretty awesome. I mean, going from, a Twilight actor to the new Batman is a little bit skeptical, but
he's a legit guy.
It poses the question, though: who is the greatest Batman of all time?
That's a tough question. I think I was talking with you a little bit earlier about this. It depends on what you want from your Batman.
Right. That's
if
fair.
you want like a nice kind of like wham pow Batman, you're gonna have to go pretty far back.
Yeah.
Or even like the Tim Burton version of Batman was a little more zany. But I think
that word zany probably was in the film.
Yeah. Zany Batman. Come check out Zany Batman.
in yellow lettering. It was probably in there.
The zany part is comes whenever you have Arnold Schwarzenegger in his like ice, the ice guy, and he was making so many ice puns. Right. It was so funny. Yeah. But no, my favorite, in simple terms, I could make a list, and I made a list.
You made a list earlier.
From my least favorite to most favorite. Top 3?
Just give us your top 3.
I think my top 3 probably are, his name just dropped out of my head. Keaton.
Okay.
It probably goes Keaton, Affleck, Christian Bale. And don't hate on me, okay? This is just my personal thing.
That's safe.
I know the Batfleck was not the most popular era of Batman, but there are some parts I really, really enjoy. So
yeah, for me,
I'm going to put him in there as number 2. Christian Bale's top dog for me right now. I think
that's a pretty safe, I think that's, I think it's a safe choice. I think for me, once again, Christian Bale would be number 1 on my list.
Top dog.
I am going to throw Val Kilmer in there, number 3.
Really?
Yes.
I actually really like that pick because I like Val Kilmer a lot.
Well, I know. And I just watched a documentary on him. And so
that's
helping. And then
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Number 2 would be Michael Keaton. I really like his character, and I also like him too.
Yeah,
so
he's cool.
What's the best Batman movie?
Man.
Yeah.
Immediately what comes into my head is The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I think that is the best. From top to bottom, I think that's the best Batman movie.
We want you to go into the comments and type in what your favorite Batman movie is. I think, man, there is a level of fear that I experienced with The Dark Knight Rises.
It's
that
scary.
I did not.
Wait. The Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises?
Dark Knight Rises. The character of Bane.
Oh, yeah.
Terrified me.
He's scary, he's scary dog. He's a scary boy.
He's crazy.
He's very tough.
Right, very, very tough. And so it was. I think that would probably be my favorite one. Batman Begins is good.
Every time we sit down to record here, there's an emergency that takes place.
I know. It's very, very interesting.
Like a police car has to drive directly by the windows.
Very loudly.
It's like we pull up and somebody falls out of the tree outside. And then like, we gotta come rescue them, turn the alarms on.
We film anything, something bad happens.
Yeah.
So maybe we should
film. I think that's a good one. Dark Knight, for me, is probably my favorite.
What is...
I think Batman versus Superman, the extended director's cut,
is
a little slept on. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it. Don't hate me.
Okay.
It's just my personal thing. I liked it. I enjoyed.
So, last question regarding the most trending video on YouTube, this Batman new trailer. Is Batman a superhero to you?
I think Batman is a crazy rich person. And if he saves people,
Batman
how do you define a superhero? You know?
Right.
How do you define a superhero? Is it someone that saves people or someone that has superpowers?
Right. Well, because you could go down a kind of a rabbit hole on what a superhero or what a hero is.
I enjoy most thinking about Batman as a detective.
That's pretty good.
I enjoy most thinking about him as a detective, probably. That's like my brain gets the most like enjoyment out of that.
Okay.
Not just simply putting him into is he or isn't he a superhero box.
You didn't answer the question, though.
I think that, and here's the answer to the question. I think that detectives sometimes can be anti-heroes or heroes. And so I think depending on the movie and what's going on,
superhero.
Sometimes Batman is a superhero. And sometimes he's not. Like when he killed Superman in Batman vs. Superman, that's not superhero behavior.
Spoiler.
It's not I mean, it's been out for years. It's the comic book. It's been out there, okay?
Okay.
But I don't necessarily think he always shows superhero behavior.
I do not believe Batman.
Hey, wait, hang on. Okay, so where did we leave off here?
I was getting ready to tell you that I do not believe that Batman is a superhero.
I think he doesn't always exude superhero behavior.
I think the definition of a superhero is someone who has powers. Power, you know.
He has the power of money.
Being rich. Yes, you're right.
And he's super smart.
Is he really that
Lex
smart?
Luthor's a villain. He doesn't have any powers.
You're not called a super villain.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Super villain. Lex Luthor is a super villain.
I would disagree. There's a villain.
I think a lot of people are going to agree with me on this.
I just believe wholeheartedly that Batman is not a superhero. He has no
I'm looking at who's behind the camera right now, and they agree with me.
Well, you know, I think they're a little biased, so we'll go with that.
We'll see.
Okay, let us
roast Trey in the comments about the supervillain thing.
Let us know who you believe, if you believe Batman is a superhero or not. But the number 2 or number 1 trending video out right now, musically, is Adele.
It's Adele.
Easy on me. I mean, it is a fantastic
Go easy
song.
on me. Oh, wait,
I don't have a whole lot to say here. But I want you to give one sentence. You get one sentence to tell me why this song is as good.
A noun, a verb.
It is. Yes. You get one
why
sentence.
the song is as good as it is?
Yes. Maybe 2 sentences at most.
I think that the song is good because I think that it is a simple song. I think it's good because it's simple. Mm-hmm. In a world of very complicated things, Adele showed us something that is simple. Mm-hmm. And I think that it's good because it's kind of stripped down, kind of a simple song, and the lyrics are relatable. The piano sounds beautiful. Her voice, of course, always sounds amazing. And I think that it's great because of its simplicity.
Okay. I respect that. I've listened to this song a few times at this point.
I listened to it once.
Yeah.
So, go easy on me on my review because I've always listened to it once.
We talked about it very briefly, not briefly, but we talked it to
death or a little earlier.
This song, and you kind of enlightened me on some stuff. And so this song is really good, but in a world where there is so much going on musically, there's so much
drop the beat,
right? Like so many different things, right? You know, layers and lots of beats, and it's got to change. The hook's got to be so much different than everything else.
It's got to be attractive,
right,
you know, sound shiny, have a cool hook. Exactly. You got to be able to dance to it.
This girl had a piano,
one voice, and a great song,
and it slapped,
and it's killing.
It was fantastic.
It's out there killing.
Okay, so every episode we are going to close with a fact of the day, and I have a fantastic fact, and I've told Evan this fact already.
He's read me some of the facts, and I take issue with some of them. He has
some thoughts on it, but to close the show, the fact of the day, the average person,
that's me,
will spend 6 months of their life waiting for red lights to turn green.
6 months of what's the lifespan?
I don't
know. 90 years, 80 years.
The fact website doesn't tell you the lifespan of the average individual, but I feel like we could find that on Google as well.
Okay, 6 months.
6 months.
I actually think we may have to cut this piece of information out because I feel like the knowledge that you spend 6 months of your life sitting at a red light is going to make people want to run red lights. I feel that motivation now, and I can only imagine what the people watching this will feel whenever you reveal that piece of information. It just makes me want to run red lights. You know that little sign
right
that says no turn on red?
Yeah.
Ignoring that every time. I'll turn on red if I want to, because I'm gonna spend maybe 3 months tops of my life
sitting at a red light.
I'll hop on a bike.
Even if it's completely out of your control.
I'll jaywalk.
Yeah. I'll break the law.
And I'll tell the officer, do you know how much of my life this is taking away?
And he will say, you know what? You are justified.
He said, you know what? Safety and all. But also, 6 months, that's ridiculous. Let's get you through here. Maybe something amazing will happen. He'll like flip the lights on.
That's all the time that we have.
Oh, okay.
So as we close today, the podcast title is Don't Wrestle Your Neighbor. So please remember, at the end of the day, it may be a bad one, but please don't wrestle your neighbor. See you next time.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Please. Thank you. We need your help.